David? Oh, you want to play hide and go seek? I get it. Come out, wherever you are. Sugar lips! Viki!
Yes, apparently, Sugar Lips has left the building.
Hello, Uncle Clint. You and I have a score to settle.
I was wondering when you were going to show your face.
I came as soon as I could. Don't you worry. Shouldn't take long. One shot ought to do it.
I've got 2 questions for you. What are you doing in my bedroom, and what have you done with David?
Your maid told me to come up. I didn't see any harm in it, since you feel free to let yourself into Landfair whenever you please.
What has happened to David?
Well, I think this note might explain it. I found it on the floor. It must have fallen down.
Dorian, love of my life, sorry to bed and run, but I have an important job to do. Back in a jiff, dead.
There, you see? He won't be long.
Unless he has been snatched again.
No, Dorian, no.
I suppose you heard what happened to David, where he has been the last few months.
Yes, the whole detestable story came out at Ryder's custody.
Right. That Clint forged that letter, the one that said that David was leaving me at the altar. For all we know, Clint also forged this one, too.
No, Dorian, no. Bo is actually having Clint watched. Besides, at this point, I think it's very unlikely that David is in any danger from Clint.
What the hell is this?
It's the wrong end of your shotgun, Uncle Clint. I know you're not accustomed to seeing it from this angle, but first time for everything. Actually, the last.
Nigel, get this intruder out of here.
Nigel? Nigel can't help you.
Why? What did you do to him?
I didn't do anything to him. He's where he always is at this hour, in his burrow under his Afghan watching Access Landview. Which means nobody knows I'm here.
So, now what?
Now, I get payback.
I just got David back. I'm not going to lose him again.
I'm assuming your reunion was a success.
Oh, yes, indeed it was. Though, I must admit, entre nous, that it did not begin quite so auspiciously.
Really? What was the problem?
A little misunderstanding about what went on the past few months, who did what to whom, but luckily we cleared the whole thing up, and we refound our bliss together.
I'm very, very happy for you, really. You know, it never made sense to me that David just, vanished off of your wedding like that. He loves you, and I knew that, despite how bad it looked.
So you said. So, in fact, you get to say, I told you so now. Go ahead, really. Take advantage of the fact that I'm on such a pink cloud.
No, Dorian, I'm not going to do that. No, I will congratulate you. I'm delighted that you're this happy, I just wish everyone were.
Certain you didn't come over here to congratulate me on the resumption of my relationship with David. So why have you come over?
In a word, Tess.
So you want payback? For what?
You kidnapped me from my own wedding. You let Dorian think that I left her for a foam party, and you left me to rot in a desert prison where they tortured me every single day.
Tortured you? How?
They withheld astringent.
Oh. Well, then I guess we're even.
No, sir. Not until your pores are large enough to smuggle a toddler through customs. Then we'll be even.
After what you did to me, you deserved everything you got.
You mean Kim? Get over it.
No. And I am not going to argue with you about it.
Oh, you're going to do exactly what the hell I say. Thanks to you, I almost lost everything, including Dorian. If Pa hadn't rescued me in time, she'd have...
She'd have what?
She'd have given up on me. And given herself to some other gigolo who's even younger than I am.
All right. Even younger than you? I hope you weren't too jealous.
Of course not. What he may have on me in years, I make up for in knowledge of kitchen equipment.
So what are you whining about? It sounds to me like you and Dorian are back together. All's well that ends well.
I could have died in that prison, Uncle Clint. I went for days without water. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
It means the jailers were merciful. I would have given you even less. Mr. Vickers, you are a stain on this planet. Wherever you go, trouble and heartbreak follow. Everyone would be better off if you were gone.
Funny. Feel the same exact way about you.
So what are you gonna do? Shoot me? Have you got the guts? Oh, for Pete's sake. There. Now even you can't miss. Do it.
I'm truly sorry about everything your family is going through right now. I can see that Tess is putting you through hell.
Oh, yeah.
So, what can I do to help?
Okay, Dorian, have you had any dealings with Tess since her most recent return?
No.
No?
No, and I hope that I do not, because, no offense, but Tess is a bit of a monster, isn't she?
Oh, okay. Look, the reason I ask is she led me to believe that you two have talked and that you know something.
Really, what would we talk about?
Charlie and Echo.
Charlie?
Nothing. You were just so still, I thought maybe you'd fallen asleep.
I wish I could fall asleep here with you.
But you can't.
No. I'll have to go home.
To Viki.
That is so bizarre. Why would Tess talk to me about Charlie and Echo?
Well, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out. The thing is, at the hearing, Tess started saying things about Charlie and Echo having a relationship. And when I asked her about it later, she said, talk to you.
It's over. I told Echo I wouldn't see her again.
Dorian, do you know what Tess was talking about?
Here I am. You'll never again have a better chance. Go ahead and shoot me, because that's what you want to do, don't you? In a second, you could wipe me from the face of the earth, and you'd even the score for you and Dorian and that sanctimonious Bo and Nora.
It's exactly what you want, isn't it? If I shot you, Pa'd have to arrest me. Stepnor'd have to throw me into jail. And I might never see Dorian again. With all due respect, Uncle Clint, you're just not worth the risk. But don't worry, this isn't over. I'm still gonna make you pay for every single thing that you did. Got a feeling my family might be a couple steps ahead of me, but I'll catch up.
Dorian, do you know something about Charlie and Echo that I don't know?
Of course not. You know me, Viki. I tell you things you don't even want to know.
Why would Tess imply otherwise?
Because if you're weak, you can't help Jessica. And that's exactly what Tess wants. So what better way than to confuse you by making you have doubts about your relationship with Charlie?
Okay. Well, I hope you're right. I apologize for intruding on your evening. I'm sorry, I have not been thinking very clearly recently.
Well, that's understandable. Having to align yourself with that despicable Clint against your own daughter in court. I'm sure there isn't anything I can do to help.
Actually, you're doing it. You know, you're being a friend. You're being a good friend. Sometimes I think I don't know what I would do without you.
Are you sure you don't have some more time? I was thinking maybe we could, I don't know, grab a bite to eat or something.
No, I'm sure. I'm sure. Yeah. Viki left me a message right before I got here. She was calling from the courthouse. They were wrapping things up there, and she needed to run an errand, but then she was going to go home. I should be there when she arrives.
Of course.
Look, this has all been very hard on her. And I know it's been hard on you, too.
So, what else is new?
always be like this.
I know what you're trying to do, Charlie. But I just don't want you to make promises that you can't keep.
I didn't.
Good luck with David. Although I'm convinced that you won't need any luck this time.
Just a minute. Viki, whatever it is that Tess told you about Charlie,
Yes?
forget about it. Just put it out of your mind. The man has made a commitment to you. Charlie loves you.
So I'll see you later.
I'm sorry to do this.
You don't have to apologize. All you have to do is come back.
I will.
What are you doing?
Just got a little distracted.
What you looking at?
Just something to remember tonight. Bye.
Sorry I'm late.
Oh, cancel that. Thank you so much. Yes, cancel. Bye.
There she is.
Oh,
the
you!
love of my life.
You're back. You're back. What happened to you?
No.
Did you go after Clint? Did you?
I cannot tell a lie. I did go forth and seek vengeance upon mine uncle.
Did you hurt him?
I wanted to. I almost did. But then I got to thinking, if I kill Clint now, before he's had to answer for everything wrong that he's done, they'll probably give him a state funeral. Probably come forth and eulogize him as being misunderstood or something like that. I want him to go out of this world as alone as he left me in that Moroccan prison cell.
David.
Without my family, without you.
Sweetheart, you are never going to be alone. Never again.
Charlie!
Hey, here I am. Sorry I'm late. I got held up.
Oh, my, you are a sight for sore eyes. Sweetheart, today was awful.
Well, you know something? I'm really kind of messy. I'm going to take a shower first, but then you can tell me all about it. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm ravenous. Where are those strawberries?
They're over here, where we left him.
Sustenance.
You know what?
Well,
I've been thinking.
don't think too hard, all right? You need your strength. You've been through a terrible ordeal.
Yeah, well, so have you. You thought I abandoned you? You despised me all those months? Mm-hmm. You almost fell into bed with that sad little man whore? Clint made last year a living hell for both of us.
Mm-hmm. Clint's gonna pay the consequences.
What better way than to start by showing Clint that all of his trouble was for nothing?
How would we do that?
I'm saying what we ought to do is rub Clint's nose in it. I'm saying what we ought to do is finish what we started to do last year. I'm saying, let's get married tomorrow.
Oh, yes! 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 Yes!